When a dispute is taken to court, litigation can block or freeze funds for years, which could otherwise be used for business. And business relationships are usually terminated because trust is lost.
Overburdened courts in the entire Balkan region have suffered from a lack of confidence. Courts are viewed as slow, inefficient, and expensive. This has clear implications for economic development, in particular for businesses.
The main subject here are small and medium enterprises. A blockade of an account can be very dangerous for an SME and even lead to bankruptcy.
The biggest problem in our judiciary is a large backlog of pending unresolved cases. Since 2003, IFC has launched pilot projects across the Balkan region to support the introduction of mediation as an alternative mechanism for resolving disputes. The idea is to get the courts out of the way and bring in a neutral third party, the mediator, to help people settle their differences on their own and reach a mutually acceptable solution.
IFC played a big role in the introduction and promotion of mediation, supporting the passage of legislation on mediation and helping create mediation centers across the region. It helped form a pool of trained mediators and establish professional associations of mediators. It provided manuals and textbooks on mediation, promoted public awareness campaigns, and study exchanges with international mediation networks in Europe and North America.
Mediation pilots in the Balkans were independently evaluated in 2006 using a quasi-experimental design. Surveys were used to compare two groups of clients facing disputes. The first group were firms who chose to use mediation, and the second group were firms who were encouraged to use mediation but ultimately chose not to participate and continued with regular court procedure. The evaluation showed that when applicable, mediation works better than regular court procedure to enable faster, cheaper, and effective justice for disputing parties. 2 to 3 years ago, we had a dispute with Triglav Insurance Company. We took out a loan to support our tent business, but we're no longer able to repay it.
Due to the unpaid debt, we filed charges with the court which referred the case to mediation, and in 2 days resolved the case. In court, this would have taken at least 2 years to resolve.
Through mediation, we avoided expensive court fees and reached a mutually acceptable repayment plan that allowed us to fulfill our obligation with Triglav and remain financially solvent. Mediation also helps restore business relationships. When we collect our claim from our debtor through mediation, they become our buyer again, and we can continue with business as usual.
Mediation is like a lifeline for clients that are already in a bad financial situation. If we were to take these clients to court, we are creating a dead debtor. We make it impossible not only for us to continue business with this client, but for everyone else too.
In the region's first 5 years of offering mediation services, over 2,700 cases were mediated. Settlements were reached in more than 3/4 of these cases. Total funds released amount to $60 million. Despite the achievement of most project objectives, the evaluation revealed some shortcomings.
Pilot projects in mediation have had less impact than expected in reducing the case backlog problem.
There are several reasons.
The influx of disputes into the courts is going much faster than the mediation outcome in a way of settlements.
There are disputes that are suitable for mediation, and there are those that are not, like criminal offenses, where parties cannot freely dispose with their requests and a court verdict is needed. Many lawyers do not support mediation because they believe they will lose clients and fees. In some cases, there is no sincere intention to resolve the dispute, and mediation is misused to stall the dispute further.
More public awareness is still needed.
The problem is that people do not know enough about mediation. We need to provide them with additional information.
We are now at the market with our mediation as our merchandise. We need to sell our product.
IFC continues to improve its support of mediation in the Balkans and has drawn from these results to influence subsequent delivery. We are improving mediation with IFC's help through a national strategy plan which encourages businesses to include mediation clauses in their contracts, steps up court referrals, especially for new cases, and ensures that mediation associations are developing their commercial markets and are self-sustaining.